He didn't even stop to think. You are removed from the project until you publicly apologize to my son. His voice sliced through the air like a whip. Sharp, humiliating final. The entire floor became silent. I remember the office lights above me, too bright, too cold. The smell of old coffee. Many eyes pretending not to watch, but seeing every detail. I did not argue, I did not defend myself, I didn't even flinch. I just nodded once and said, understood. He mistook my silence for giving up. Everyone did. 7 years ago, when I first joined the firm, Mr. Wallace, our CFO, was the kind of person you thought you could learn from. Ruthless in meetings, charming in the hallways, generous when it improved his image. He once told me, loyalty is more valuable than brilliance here. I believed him. I built my entire career on that idea, staying late fixing his son's mistakes, covering up budget errors, making sure his department looked perfect during audits. Then his son Brian joined the firm. Just out of school, no experience, no humility. He walked around like he owned the entire building. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. That was my first mistake. It began with small things, reports vanishing from shared files. Numbers changed without my approval. And then one Friday night, an email was accidentally forwarded to me. A joke about me. Brian had copied half the finance group. Let's see if the spreadsheet. Saint notices this one. Missing, 0, laughter, thumbs up replies. Even Mr. Wallace responded with a grinning emoji. I stared at the screen for a long time. No anger, no sadness, just clarity. That was the moment I started my quiet battle. The first step was simple. Watching. I began keeping records. Screenshots, version histories, internal messages. Everything Brian touched, I documented. Every number he altered, every email he sent, every mistake he made that his father then hid. I did not need revenge yet. I needed proof. Over the months, my patience became a weapon. By the time Mr. Wallace called that company meeting, I already had everything. I needed filed, securely time-stamped, and backed up in 4 separate locations. The outburst that day was not about principles. It was about panic. Brian had messed up again. He had approved a vendor payment, without checking, it first wiring company money, to a fake account. $500,000 vanished. He blamed it on me. Mr. Wallace believed him right away. Maybe because it was easier than admitting his son was unskilled. When he yelled at me in front of everyone, I realized something important. He was handing me my way out and my weapon. The next morning, he came to my desk smirking. Have you learned your lesson? I did not answer, I just stepped aside, letting him see my clear desk, the resignation letter placed neatly on top. He frowned. What is this? Formal resignation. Effective immediately, I said. His confidence cracked for a moment. You can't just... I already did. He tried to laugh it off, but I could see the flash of worry in his eyes. He did not know yet what I had left behind. At 10:07 a.m., the company lawyer rushed into his office, pale and sweating. Sir, please tell me you didn't. Mr. Wallace looked confused. The lawyer slammed a stack of printed emails onto the table. Your son's approval went through without security checks. We are facing an investigation for financial misconduct. The bank flagged. It and your personal email was copied on the approval. Silence. He slowly turned toward me through the glass wall. Our eyes met. I did not smile, did not move, just watched. It turned out my mistake file had already been sent to the company compliance system the night before with complete evidence of every fake transaction, every internal cover-up every time Mr. Wallace or Brian had changed reports. All of it traced, logged, and verified using their login details. I had not faked anything. I had simply stopped cleaning up their mess. By noon, HR called an urgent board meeting. By 2, Mr. Wallace was suspended pending an investigation. By 5, Brian's work badge was turned off. I was already gone. 3 weeks later, I got a call from a private number. It was the CEO. He thanked me in a careful, serious voice for bringing serious problems to light. He offered me a consulting job working under the new interim CFO. Better. Pay, complete freedom. I accepted. Sometimes I think back to that meeting, the way Mr. Wallace's voice shook with arrogance, how the room seemed to judge me for staying silent. They thought silence meant defeat. But silence, when used correctly, is a strategy. He wanted an apology. He got one, just not the kind he expected. The official statement from the board was released a month later. The company apologizes for previous internal misconduct under the finance department's leadership. Mr. Wallace's name was there. Brian's too, not mine. Revenge does not always need noise. Sometimes it is the sound of a man realizing his kingdom was destroyed.